Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to,
Some melee-esque, and picking that into a Monkey King Ogre is it's pretty much a guaranteed losing lane. I just really struggle to see what Mizu can go for. We brought up the Chaos Knight. We're gonna see it. I mean, I'm all for it. Mizu, again, he was playing it so much. First off, when he moved to the position 3.
That kind of third hero, the Invoker, who can throw those Sunstrikes in. Probably Sanctity is going to be like telling his teammates about whether, if Sunstrike's on cooldown from killing a creep, or if he's just low mana, then you're a lot safer. Top lane, they're looking for some early pressure.
Yeah, they might find the kill here, and they will. Kishka.
Mystic Stank Harass, but so far so good.
Bottom lane, they're going to get the kill on Ace 12. Mizu and Yokam continuing to brawl as don't even need the help of the Sunstrike here.
Hitting himself with the Chaos Strike, he is pushing them back, so even though Nigma Galaxy weren't getting those kills like in top lane, that's a lot of forcing the enemy out of lane, and while you're free farming is always a win, even if you're not getting a kill. So Nigma Galaxy
we might have a kill now. Mizu's going to try and charge up the Phantasm. There's the Sunstrike, find it, but it's off the mark. They don't find the connection. Now with a deep dive attempt, 4-2-3, he's had the opportunity to find the Jingu stacked, but still battling against Mizu. He'll get the kill thanks to the extra health in the 1, but he can't find Ace 12 as well for the prize that Nigma Galaxy have.
Bottom lane.
11.
Spirit Breaker gets initiated on. They had the Sunstrike. I don't know if they've got the damage though.
Mizu's actually not going to attempt a deeper dive, and well, he'll be penalized for this. Spirit Breaker turning back around. The assistance from Ace 12. It's almost level 8. My god, this is a very high level here on the Ogre. Dream's going to provide some assistance. They've got the Finger of Death as well. They'll be able to turn it back around as Ace 12 oversteps the mark a bit too far. That is one thing I've been very impressed with Nigma Galaxy C throughout the entirety of the DPC, with how they're able to recognize, actually hold that thought, bottom lane, Sunstrike, it's off the mark, but the Finger of Death from Polison will provide the burst potential to blow up 11. And for free, Mizu has the Shadow Blade though, so looking for the reveal. They might know someone's nearby. Look at the side blade damage. Mizu all of a sudden half health, so now he's kind of thinking twice, but Sanctity's not. Jumped straight on in. Look at the Rubik's Cube. The damage. Kishka has stolen some exceptional abilities, but that spellcasting was on point. Mizu brought down under the T2 tower, and 4 evaporate. The Death Ball is online.
Escape, but charge in top.
Top lane. Oh, look at the range. Already. So far away was the telekinesis. They've already got the vision on where Alacrity's positioning. But they have detection though.
Spirit Breaker.
Oh, okay, here comes the Rubik. Oh, they still know he's nearby because of the Ghost Walk. Just needs to make sure he closes the distance. They get it? Yes, they do. The dust is there. It's been all Rubik this game.
Pressure out some of these lanes and force Nigma Galaxy back. Or get a clean initiation.
He's got to be cautious here. Charge in simultaneous as well. Spirit Breaker instantly jump in the backline, setting up for 4-2-3's Boundless. They have to pop the BKBs defensively to evacuate away from the Wukong's command, but the Medusa won't be as fortunate as all the men are completely burnt away. But in your dream, it's actually going to look to stand the ground and bring down the Monkey King, but won't be fortunate enough as Nigma Galaxy see lose 4. Almost felt like the last ditched attempt there. Excellent Invoker with the Medusa, but they're all on bottom now. Kishka is going to jump in. The disarm's out of the perfect timing, so they're unable to blow up the Invoker at the moment, but 11 charging in full. The Chaos is online, and Polison the next on the agenda. Line's going to look to buy back, see if they can get any retribution with Mizu. The backstab as well, but he hasn't got any extra damage to blow up 11. And now Stone Gaze is out from In Your Dream as well. With the study completed, it's going to slowly drag back Ace 12, but they're still playing into the hands of the Ages. Now Mizu needs help. Polison will look to jump in, but they don't have the burst for 11 at the moment with the Finger of Death just off the timer. But In Your Dream is getting a relatively free fight. He's been able to bring down the Ages. The Chaos around the Medusa is enabling Nigma Galaxy C at the moment as they drag back the Monkey King. A successful fight for them. It costs them multiple buybacks. They need to get more out of it, especially after the objective damage.
Probably thought it was an illusion with how much damage it took from that first right click.
Yeah, they got the detection as well. Mizu needs some assistance. The disarm is there, but it's not fast enough. Is now In Your Dream. Needs to look to get some assistance out of the Wukong's command as well. Yokan just gets in range for the Aghanims. Stone Gaze used. They have been able to turn the Rubik to stone. Monkey King's falling exceptionally low as well, but they're unable to get into the middle of the fight at the moment. Still, Sanctity has been able to cleave down the Weaver, and now also the Lion as well as, I mean, godlike at the moment for the Templar Assassin. The hero's back alive, so at least they will be able to mount a defense. Monkey King might be in some trouble. BKB pop. They're going to look to charge on forward. Mizu's trying to deal with the backline, but there's the time lapse. Medusa gets the mana, refresh along with the health, and now Radiant, they're committed inside the fight, and it's going to be the consequence of 423's life along with 11. Maybe this is a sign of comeback here from Nigma Galaxy C, but they have got to go up against the Megas. A triple for In Your Dream. Whoa. Sanctity. Relax, my guy. I know you're 10-0 and 8. Stop. I mean, they'll make it go on Sanctity. Maybe if they can chain control, and they need to get rid of the refraction, which is the big issue. He's being disarmed at the moment outside the range of the Wukong, so Sanctity is going to be okay, but all eyes on In Your Dream. Time lapse, keep him in the space. The Chi's going to be eaten as well for 4-2-3. Alacrity's going to look to jump in. They're doing their best to control Sanctity at the moment, with the BKB on cooldown. In Your Dream's damage really ramping up with that extra item. They brought down two of the supports, and Sanctity's committed deep underneath the T4 towers. They've dealt with the first life. And with 11's charging back in, 423's nearby as well, but he won't have an opportunity for the refraction. Nigma Galaxy C, what's going on? That will be Mizu. Spidey senses tingling. Is that enough opportunity? Now, even Kishka's inside the base. They've been able to steal the Phantasm, though, which is the Aghanim, so he gets a little bit of Dispel. But now they're targeting down 11 on the Spirit Breaker. The damage from the Medusa, not enough just yet. He's able to disjoint the last couple of right clicks. They've also forced out a very early use of the time lapse too, but Sanctity, I mean, can you man-fight Dusu at the moment? In Your Dream, he's feeling A-okay to battle it out at the moment. The mana slowly getting drained. Time lapse is still on cooldown. They need to protect him for an extra couple of seconds, and they'll do just that. Sanctity now, the next on the agenda, is going to try and stand his ground and man-fight, but again, Nigma Galaxy C will keep the Dusu alive and live to survive another. Sanctity. It's already got the refraction. Polison's going to look to jump. Radiant, they're a little bit disconnected at the moment, but if they can burn the refraction and force an early BKB, but they've got to be cautious. An incredible Wukong's command at the high ground of the stairs. They've been able to blow up Mizu. Yokem still standing hand in hand. There's the initial use of the time lapse, but now it's on cooldown, so they might be able to penalize this. The mana is gone. Medusa is about to die as well. Rapier on the deck, and finally, Lilgun. They've been able to break the code. No buybacks available. Mizu next on the agenda. That's a dieback for our Chaos Knight, and all of a sudden, this game's looking mighty over.
Creeps. The creeps on the throne. They GG out. It is over. That at some point, you know, you want to beat Mega Creep. I was surprised to see them actually pick the Wraith King just in that situation, because usually I was expecting them to last pick a core, and they're gonna go Underlord, which is that
a hero?
You know, yeah, exactly. It's not the same. We'll see later on. That's that's a problem to work. Get to that point if you're getting these heroes both dead, so you're feeling good about the game.
Yeah, Yokem. It's able to chase down the Vayne under the tower. Nigma Galaxy C will hit first in our second game. Bottom, the action continuing to break out as the Grimstrokes need some assistance, but what can Underlord do in the lane when your support's getting chased down from the combo of the Shadow Demon and the Leshrac? You just have to stand there and watch.
Lane, best case scenario, they just get some decent farm on Underlord.
Yeah, and well, for the boys on Radiant, they have a very high kill threat lane, as we're going to see once again. And just a banishment to set up for the Split Earth. It's a combo that we saw for quite some time in Dota when Lesh was attempting to be flexed as a position 4.
Yeah, Mizu is just keeping them at bay with those bugs.
How are you going to sustain that?
Yeah, I'm not sure you can easily.
And mid
Maybe
as well.
This is how
Kishka's in trouble. He's going to make his movement. They're able to assassinate the Grimstroke at the back of the tier 1 tower.
You know, Wraith King's a little bit happier, but I don't think Lilgun as a team are happier, because that's a nice find in the mid lane. 5 kills and a lot of damage on this tier 1 tower as they keep this siege wagon alive.
Do they dive? I mean, Sanctity's already lost the refraction charges. Maybe they'll go for the easier kill in the Grimstroke, continuing to stack up the early damage they've done so far with 6 kills to the name. It's just such a completely different outlook. They've blocked up his Ancients. They've got a really deep Observe Ward already at the triangle. Alacrity stole I think a double stack at the hard. Might be in a little bit of trouble. They're going to try and find the combination with the Ink Swell, but they woke him up too early. So Alacrity's out to safety. Sanctity does get some retribution, though, with a 3x killing streak.
Naturally going to fight better with the pick-off potential of Ember, the pushing potential of Leshrac, but they need to make sure they don't get outnumbered.
No, they're looking to set up top in your dream. And fighting the Underlord at the moment. He's got some assistance with Polison and Mizu waiting in the wings. Now that Lilgun supports have shown up to the party, they're not going to make the attempt deep under the tower.
Radiant structures.
They say, okay, if he's TPing in, that means the supports are TPing in.
Well, it looks like they're going to make the attempt now. I don't know, 11. He's pretty beefy with the help of the cloak, so they're going to target down the supports initially, as Kishka will lose the life, and now, without the tower as well for the extra reinforcements, it's going to be Yokem to find the double kill, but they're not done just yet. The train continues to roll on. 13 kills for Nigma Galaxy C, and they're looking to make it a 14th deep underneath the tier 2 tower.
Scale well, and they take objectives and map control really well, so they're going to just build up a really big lead, I imagine.
Weaver should be okay. Still got Sakuchi and the ultimate to play with. He's even got Mizu as well for some assistance, so I'll blow up the Bane. And I mean, again, we're just seeing how completely different of an outlook they have on this game. But it doesn't feel like they have the greatest Roshan taking lineup.
Yeah, it gets okay with the bugs and then like the Leshrac damage. Oh, Mizu bites off more than you can chew, yeah.
And our top as well.
The Fiend script used and
4-2-3.
Can they find?
Making an attempt on Yokem. In fact, there's going to be the supports on Radiant to turn it back around. 4-2-3, still got the ultimate available. They're deep behind the objective, so Lilgun, they will have the reinforcement to show up in the nick of time with a beautiful pit. They'll look to target down the Leshrac, but they use the Bloodstone active. They won't have the damage to secure the kill previously. And now they can turn it back around as Alacrity is going to get involved as well. It's going to be cautious. The Centaur Conqueror almost playing into the hand of Lilgun with that extra control. But now Sanctity, he's lost his team. He's going to lose his life as well. As Radiant lose no one. The Chiron, they're going to try and brute force up the high ground. Yokem will be leading the charge. They've got okay vision in the area, but to start the fight on the Grimstroke, he's had enough time to find at least the Soul Mine to minimize Mizu's effect at the moment, but they can turn it back around, landing the Nether Strike on Sanctity, and instantly, Refraction taking care of the health soon to follow, and they've still got the high ground ward to play with. So 11 is going to be forced to use the ultimate to Uber out to safety.
Without a true late game carry, they can still just play this like starvation Dota.
Nice 12.
Kill enemy heroes when they come out of the map.
That they're doing at the moment. And now they're even going to look to jump Sanctity too, who's caught outside. He's got the BKB, but they've already burnt through way too much of the health for it to provide anything to the hero. Now Alacrity is looking to catch out some stragglers. Lilgun quick on the feet back inside the base, but again, the ideal fight for them is going to be around a choke point area though, where you're able to lay down the pit, utilize the Soulbind to get rid of this high mobility factor, which we're going to see come into play. Alacrity blows up the Bane. They're looking for the additional target, but he goes back into the pit of Malice, so it's going to be cautious because now they found the Soulbind leash. Can they blow him up throughout the duration? They're doing a great job to control Sanctity. The damage is lacking at the moment. They just double back, baiting them outside the base, and now the Templar Assassin getting ripped apart as there's no answer at the moment. As 4-2-3 is going to continue to stand his ground, but they've lost the first life, and now the second round is over and done with. As Polison, further in they go. The buybacks, you know, raining Nigma Galaxy in. They've got to be a little bit more cautious. There's that choke point fight. The Pit of the Firestorm doing a ridiculous amount of damage on In Your Dream, and he'll be condemned. 3 down. Nicely done, but again,
with all the crazy movement speed from an Aghanim Scepter charge, can do a lot of damage in the Leshrac. Pretty good high ground hero.
That he is. But 11, pretty good high ground defense hero as well, as we see how much the damage Firestorm's able to do. But In Your Dream has got the help of the time lapse. Got to be cautious though. Let's see if they actually jump now after the banishment. It's going to be Alacrity that's going to try and create as much chaos in the backline. As they're charging Ace 12, they'll get rid of the Bane simultaneously. The first life has been taken care of. Lilgun, they're able to charge up for a second round. Fiend scripts out the answer instantaneously from Mizu. They've got the cancellation. Now Alacrity continuing to jump on top of the back thanks to the help of the remnants, but they still gotta be cautious. They haven't killed off some of the cores. Wraith King, Sanctity still standing their ground, but it's not gonna matter. Without the supports to back them up, they'll lose the lives and end up taking game 2. As Nigma Galaxy see, well, it took them some time to get to this stage, but should be a 35-minute victory in the end.
Yeah, can you even get up to this rapier? Doesn't seem likely.
TA needs some assistance simultaneously. Again, Alacrity just jump in the backline, making so much chaos that they can target down the Templar Assassin, who does have a buyback. They need to enter the Fiend's grip, and In Your Dream's gonna do so thanks to the Wind Waker. They're deep inside the Dire territory, but with such an insurmountable lead, it just feels like Dire, it doesn't even matter how deep back they go. Second life for 4-2-3, but Alacrity still has plenty of remnants to play around with, even trying to juke out the Wraith Fire Blast. 4-2-3 is going to jump in the middle of it all, but Mizu charging on forward, finds the multi-man stun. Finally, the G's are dropped, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game 3.
Nigma Galaxies, you know, things are looking a little... Lion or Wraith King go sounds kind of rough. And also, you're looking at kind of having 3 melee cores, which against Invoker, I feel like can go really, really badly. So in Saw, this is some ways a bit of a comfort. It is a comfort pick, but I'm not sure in Division 2.
So that's really interesting, because every Invoker I'm seeing, they are not running Exort at all. And it really feels like right now, like Battle Fury is not in the meta because of how you need to be able to fight early. If you don't, oh, top lane? 11? Yeah, he's going to eat the Sunstrike, and now In Your Dream's going to swing on over. First blood will be picked up from Polison. And what do you know? It'll be the Lion to find it with those pesky right clicks.
This Rubik TP to refill the bottle. He's playing on the high ground. Dire, they haven't seen Rubik here yet. But at the same time, Kishka's maybe thinking, if they have any kind of a high ground ward mid, he's going to have been spotted. So they're not going to go for the play, worried that, you know, maybe Invoker's baiting or something. Top lane, Pelosin.
Even bottom lane, the action's breaking out. Yoken will end up falling. It's just a back and forth for quite some time that we've seen in both the side lanes now. It's in the support. So Mizu, it should be a slow death. He could speed back 4-2-3. Simultaneously, it's actually going to be Rubik getting a kill up top. And Sunstrike's off the mark here now In Your Dream. If he continues to push on forward, it's going to run into 11 with the Chakram available.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slower Midas. He's going for another kill top. This would really cripple 11. His game is getting all but ruined here if he goes down.
And he will. My God.
Whosoever stands against me.
Response going for the Maelstrom. And one thing they have going for them is typically, yeah, Monkey King is very good against Wraith King just in general, because you're relying on reincarnation to give you these extra lives, but often Wukong Command can be there waiting.
Attempt once again on 11. He doesn't have many reactive armor stacks and Alacrity. Killing spree with the Invoker. They can now turn their attention to Kishka. They've got to be cautious though, overstepping the boundaries now. The response has shown up. Sanctity with the burst, the help of the Wukongs will get rid of Mizu before the arena, and now they can look to turn their attention to In Your Dream, but it's going to go for a TPR, which is cancelled thanks to the stolen Earth Spike, and now it's Raiding that's looking to overwhelm Nigma Galaxy in their safe lane. In Your Dream, he's turning it back around. He's kind of, you're succumbed to his death, recognizing there's no escape. I may as well do as much damage as I can, and that's going to get him the kill on the Monkey King. In fact, he's still alive until Sanctity continues on forward. That last astral step is enough to get rid of the position 1, and now 11 rejoins the fight as well with a double kill. The BKBs are there, so for Nigma Galaxy C, it's what we can really push the tempo with the blink, and Mizu's going to look to continue on forward as well. And bottom, we're going to see that come into play. Sanctity, he's under trouble here. The stun lock's not perfect though. And now deep underneath the tier 2 tower, they're going to be penalized as Kishka steals the Earth Spike. They're going to keep him inside the Wukongs for the round 2. They're able to do so at the moment. Mizu, a great arena. It's going to give him a little bit of space to get out to save him, but Ace 12, a pogo on forward. The Fiend's grip to lock him in place. Now the fall damage has shown up as Lilgun once again, we're seeing their team fight prowess with all 5 heroes nearby be so difficult for the side of Dire to combat. Trying to connect to Sanctity middle.
Radiant's
Very
middle
disciplined.
tower
4-2-3.
They're gonna find.
Yeah, he's gonna run into
Lion.
Paulson. Does get the blink at least to the distance of his teammates, but they're gonna say, bye, mate. Yeah, we're happy with you losing your life if we can all get out to safety. They have spotted Alacrity, and we did just complete the BKB, so we can, of course, just use that to TP out. But that's a big win. And simultaneously, who have they caught? It's gonna be the Bane. Okay, so Arena committed, but...
Just that this late game carry matchup, which favors Monkey King. Also, being on the Radiant side, it's much easier
Monkey
for
might
them
be in
to...
trouble. Okay, he's just not gonna jump.
Okay. Yeah, I think with the Aegis there, it's kind of a bit of a bait. That's why he doesn't mind. He knows there's
Go
like
for
a dire
Ace
war
12
here.
instead. Assassinate the Bane. A quick and easy pick off. What more can they get out of it though? Mizu's the target. The stolen ultimate from the Lion. They gotta be cautious though with the BKBs. Not just yet. Yeah. An incredible Earth Spike means they secure the kill on the Monkey King. That's a wasted Aegis as Sanctity is looking to jump the back. The target's a Lion. A quick and easy burst. And now 4-2-3 with the setup for the Arena. But they don't have enough to lock in Mizu, so they have to BKB and TPR, as Kishko won't be as fortunate though. Alacrity, a quick snipe. 11 still the next target though, is in your dream. It's got the follow-up, and look at the crits rain down the damage as Timbersaw. They're getting no assistance as the rest of Lilgun just kind of overstepped the mark a little bit, feeling that they're working off fingers to blink out. It's going to be Mizu. I cannot count the amount of times I've seen this guy somehow survive with his blink. It's top. They've got out the Wraith King too. They're even gonna buy back on 11. They feel like the Wraith King has got that much of a bounty that it needs the buyback from the Timber Tour to secure it, and well, no way. No
TP.
way. Sanctity's found it, but the stun's not there. Oh my god, you were just saying, Parker. The blinks. That's what you need to get out and.
Or caught in like an arena spear before he
Radiant's
assembles
bottom
it.
tower
Look at this move though. 11's gonna lead the charge. If they can blow up Mizu before the team fight control, but he's got an opportunity to pop the BKB. It's an early use of the Wukongs as well, but they've been able to cancel at the moment. Alacrity is trying to get out to safety, but in they jump now in your dream. Looking to target the backline in the Bane. They've been successful at bringing him down, but Lilgun, I don't know if you can continue to take the fight with everything on cooldown. They'll make the attempt with the BKB on 4-2-3, but they're just getting kited too heavily at the moment. In your dream, he's locked on top of the Timbersaw. He needs the extra control. It's not coming through at the moment. Exceptional timing on the Sunstrike, but where's the extra follow-up? As 11 out to safety to the northern side, he's still got the chain to play around with, but this might just open up Roshan now.
And at this point, going into overwhelming blink, I'm not a big fan of. It will give him some nice survivability.
They're coming
with the Reaver,
out.
and I think he's just feeling squishy.
Let's see if they can blow them up. Ace 12, incredible positioning. Nightmare Trick will give 4-2-3 an opportunity to pop the BKB. Now with the Wukongs, but he didn't get it off. He's going to get bursted down, but still, they're going to be cautious as Alacrity. Once again, protected thanks to the banishment. Sanctity still sticking on top of his target. Enough to get rid of Alacrity, but can they deal with 11 simultaneously? Paulson, he'll fly over the top, dropping the finger at death, but Sanctity's still in fighting shape. He'll target down Yokem at the moment, but he's got to be cautious how long he looks to stick around. He's got the Aeon Disc still in the arsenal, but the Astral Step's not going to be up fast enough as Paulson, really the man of the fight, as Nigma Galaxy C make it a team wipe.
It doesn't feel good. Like buying back
Sanctity?
on the core.
Sanctity? Trying to blow up the wood.
Aeon Disc?
Still got the Aeon Disc to play around with. He's stuck on the higher ground at the moment, but look how low he's falling. They'll drop the Wukongs. Mizu's going to look to rejoin the fight. The telekinesis is up on the high ground. He'll still able to drop down the arena, but the damage is lacking at the moment. They're trying to utilize the Invoker's abilities, but where's the extra utilization here? There's no assistance, and that's a dieback for Mizu.
Sounds like
They're even considering...
Screw the Roche. Give me blood. Shadow Demon's on the agenda. We'll look to jump the support. Yokem's making a lot of space at the moment initially before he dies. Another blink away from the Shadow Demon. They can now look to turn their attention to Paulson, who he too... this time actually he won't make it away. Sanctity's not done just yet. Oh, they get Yokem as well.
There we go. Not worth giving away your buyback just for a Dagon upgrade. Smoking down bottom. They seem to, I think they know Alacrity TP down here. He's got 5 seconds before his TP's back up. He's got to tuck himself in.
He's going to have to BKB TP out. 4-2-3 is going to see him. No Alacrity. Oh, he didn't BKB. He doesn't have buyback either. Oh, no. There's no way he gets out, right? Blinks up surely. Alacrity's making what?
So.
How did
Not out
Nigma
yet.
Galaxy C somehow keep always doing this? Sanctity is trying to kill Polison on the back line. I think he's got a gem as well,
gonna
so
find
Alacrity's
Alacrity?
about what is going on?
He doesn't have the gem, but,
Gave him
but
the
I think
stone.
he'll...
Yeah, he's chilling.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, he's good.
Oh, Mizu instantaneously going to look to jump, but once again,
There.
Ace with the Nightmare save gives 4-2-3 the opportunity to turn it back around with the BKB along the Wukong simultaneously. Sanctity. And this pop, it's going to get purged off instantaneously.
Another Wukong if they need it.
But the telekinesis will get him out to safety. Lilgun, the defensive tricks they're utilizing with the Rubik and the Bane is just too much chaos for Nigma Galaxy C to deal with. And In Your Dream is going to look to put an end to this, but they got him rid of the first life, and now In Your Dream stuck inside the rest of Radiant. But Mizu jumping on forward will give him some time for round 2. 4-2-3, however, would charge up the BKB, the Wukongs as well. There's no extra stun lock, so the rest of Dire are out to safety. In fact, Mizu's going to look to jump in top of the outskirts of the ultimate. They're targeting down the supports at the moment, but Mizu has no extra fall because simultaneously it's In Your Dream that gets rid of Sanctity.
These grips are just going uncounted.
I mean, In Your Dream's going for something. 11's not an easy target. 2 swings takes care of half of the health. Paulson's going to provide some assistance, but as soon as he shows his position, Sanctity's going to try and bring him down, but they dealt with the first life. In Your Dream, they need an answer to the Fiend's grip. No one zeroed the moment. The control through the BKB. 4-2-3's got the damage. He's got a buyback available, but Sanctity wants to put more heroes in the grave. He's on top of Yocam. Polo's gone as well. 3 heroes, no buybacks. The hope of Nigma Galaxy promotion off this series. Right?
Yeah, this team just has a way of spoiling other teams.
No way, Sunstruck? Oh my god.
He's still got buyback, but you don't want to give it away for free.
Mizu,
Well,
there
maybe
we
he
go.
does.
Let's see if he can play with a refresher. They're blowing up 4-2-3. But a buyback looking to rejoin.
Dire's middle
There we go.
tower
Into the
is
creep
under
wave.
attack.
5 versus 3 to end
60
this game.
seconds.
Can they do it?
In Your Dream again. They're going to try and target down the Timber.
Another Nightmare.
Nightmare, telekinesis. Now they've got the Wukongs, but instantly... Oh no, did they break the ring? They do. 4-2-3, still trying to chase down Mizu with the Silver's Edge. They've got him rid of the passive. Mizu, he's got a buyback still available, but on the outskirts, Alacrity. A solo battle up against the Void Spirit. Is Alacrity going to win it? He's doing it by himself, but the space is being created for the towers to besiege. Invoker's gone. No buyback available. It's all up to Mizu and Kami-sama. I don't know if they can do it. He's able to kill off the Void Spirit on the outskirts, but it's just the Wraith King. Tier 4's about to fall. Throne exposed. Lilgun, they'll prevent Nigma Galaxy C from qualifying through this series. What a best of 3 to kick us off.
Radiant victory.
Right. Trinkets